Alright. This is it. This is literally it. The final battle. The end. Are you ready, Sagenhoft? Then let's mosey. Having come this far, I know everyone's resolve is beyond doubt, so I will say only this. Within that dead sun swirls the emotions that Meteon has hoarded, the emotions of innumerable souls who strove for happiness but failed. As it was within the denizens of Ultima Thule that barred our way, it is not for us to rebuke and admonish. 'Twas not by passing judgment on the tragic legacies of others that we arrived at this moment. Rather, it was by opening our hearts to their despair, by understanding and acknowledging their fates, while still refusing to share in them ourselves, to hold fast to hope, not in ignorance but by choice. Should you struggle to do so, I am here to help, and as you all have helped me. Let's put in... we will prevail. Everyone's going home today, understood? I would have used Let's Mosey if I could. The last battle. The end of Final Fantasy XIV's first storyline. Because apparently there's a new patch 6.1. Emmett Selk and Hippodeus created these flowers from our hopes. If so, mine and Alice's shall live on here. The hope that you will find happiness at journey's end. So let us go, Sagenhoft, and see this tale to its conclusion. Just so you know, Sagenhoft, I won't try to keep up with you in the coming battle. No, I mean to surpass you. If there's anyone who'll need to keep up, it's Estinian. I'm not joking, both Alphino and I have worked hard and come far. It's time we see our sides higher. So you'd better watch out, else you'll find yourself in my wake. I am returned, thanks to you, but we still have work to do if we are to make our promises a reality. Having you show me the sights in Ishgard, then regaling me your greatest adventures, then embarking on a new adventure together. For these things and more, I will fight. What, could there possibly be an adventure greater than this one? Of course, so long as you desire it and dare to take the first step, there is absolutely no limit. So the moment of reckoning is finally upon us. I must say, when I pledged myself to your cause, never did I imagine that it would bring me to the very edge of existence. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. After casting aside vengeance and shedding title and duty, I find myself wanting for purpose. In journeying with you, there has been nary a dull moment. In the course of it all, I feel as though I have found a new place for myself, and a welcome opportunity to see how much the boy has grown. I owe you a debt, aye, but as you can guess, I've ever preferred to express my gratitude with action rather than word. My lance is yours. It seems our arms and armor in order, as are our personal effects. Most importantly, we have each other. We need only finish what we came here to do. Avert the end, for Menphilia, for Reen, for all who aspire to live. Thus far, we have encountered recreations of some few stars. Doubtless they account for but a fraction of the innumerable worlds to whose fall Meteon did bear witness. Roiling with torment, the dead sun is forsooth Oblivion's hypothesis. It shall be no small coup to reach this nexus of despair. And yet, as this vista doth prove, where there is hope there is a way, so let us press forward together as ere we have, and find our way unto victory. As Alphino says, everyone's resolve is beyond doubt, yet ere we set forth, there is not a thought to which I must give voice. While you are in Elpis, I understand that people assumed you are familiar. In contrast, those phantoms we encountered in the recreated Emerald regarded us as children. As people, albeit naive and immature. The discrepancy, I posit, is a reflection of their creator's perspective. Having spent eons among sundered men, perhaps he came to acknowledge us, even if only subconsciously. With Emmett Selk gone, we may never learn the truth, but I will not suffer this and countless other mysteries to go unsolved. Our journey will not end this day. And with that, we shall journey forward. Oh, really? It's not an 8-man. So, we bring an end to the end of days. As we vanquish
So you are finally here.
Despair.
In this place between death and rebirth, where life knows no dawn. Come then. Follow me down into the darkest depths of despair.
Oh, that is absolutely Final Fantasy VII.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered.
Why do you ask such a question? Do you not see the plague and pestilence that consumes us? Ours is a world of rancid blood and rotting flesh, but that is the only remedy for suffering. There is no meaning to be found in such misery. But it's not always thus. Beneath the waves we only peace and plenty. We wanted for naught and yet came more, that our grudging might someday flourish as we never could. Eventually we ventured into the lands above, bearing flame and iron, toppling any who dared oppose our might. The world was ours for the taking. I guess it's not possible to keep aggro for doing nothing. So this is the good Meteon, then, I assume.
Until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
They almost look like Ewoks. but wearing like helmets or something, like old-timey scuba gear. Allison, how did you die?
Back in the game.
This world is not the boundless paradise we were promised. Our population quickly outstripped the habitable land, while seas we thought would shine forever blue ran dry, spoiled in forging the tools of conquest. Cramped homes turned to squalor, and then came the sickness. Our undoing, and the final blessing the star has to offer. We are no longer the fools we once were. Wheresoever life goes, death will follow. Indeed, existence is but the most painful path unto nothingness, and the wise embrace their obliteration wholeheartedly. Okay. Not shocking. No.
Those who lived, those who died.
I got hit by literally every single one of those.
I will not hold back. I will
See, that's bullshit, because I definitely avoided that. That's the first in a long time I've actually lost to a boss fight. But I definitely, you had to walk forward, and I know I made it. This game cheats. It wants you to give in to despair. But I won't deny that that is a tricky boss. Jesus, those look like Teletubbies. Or little minions. Dear Lord. What's this toxicosis? Alright, well, we'll give this another whirl, shall we?
Those who live
This far.
those who die.
Damn.
And the very last of them wish they had never been born at all.
Okay. Different location.
In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying the self-same lives it had saved.
this is humanity. Because we would go and destroy ourselves in World War III after curing COVID or whatever. Hell, we're in the process of doing just that.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost.
That otherworldly beings should first grace us with their presence is a sign. Indeed, they understand that we, the global community, are possessed of the wisdom and compassion needed to guide the star back to the path of righteousness. Yet the freedom fighters dared to undermine us, inviting chaos to disrupt the order we labored so hard to build. They have forgotten the history of the star and its once mirrored nations, the wars raged, the countless lives lost. They must to be brought to heal, the world united under a single standard, no matter the cost. Ah, so the neoliberals. Nice. You know, at first I was a little against the fact that this was
They tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
That this was an instance and I didn't get to use LA people, but you know what? This kind of does give the trappings of traveling through this giant star and the despair of other worlds. Which, at the end of the day, is exactly what this whole thing was about, is the suffering of other worlds is what caused Meteon to go haywire, essentially. So it's kind of poetic. I mean, I don't think that even Shadowbringers ended on an 8-man. So I think this is also in line with the way Final Fantasy XIV has treated its end of a storyline from the past. The raids, of course, being something that you have to unlock and gain. Oh, the 8th. Okay, so the 8th end, the 6th end. I'm assuming that's like the 6th world then. We constructed the Peacekeeper, the pinnacle of engineering and technology. This mighty war machine was designed to rid us of the freedom fighters, as well as any other potential threats to the peace we have so long pined for. Its artificial intelligence ensures that this singular function is carried out with cold and calculating precision. Indeed, the 10,000 Peacekeeper units we created have now routed every threat to peace, including us. All that remains is to stand and fight. Wow. So the neoliberals won, and then they died to their own creation. Also fitting.
I will end this farm.
Oh, no. Did not realize that was happening. Jesus. You'd think you'd be a little less indiscriminate.
Away with you!
What? Man, am I really gonna die to every single boss fight? I can't keep up with the order of these attacks. Alright. Spatial distortion, yeah? And maybe I'm not a world-class raider anymore. That was 10 years ago. And I think that's probably where that's going to stay. That's so dumb. Like, okay, moving and fighting isn't a problem, but like, I don't know. Maybe I clearly moved out of the way too quickly. Into other harm's way, I guess. It's like Simon Says mixed with avoid the lava. It's okay, we got an hour. Didn't mean to drag this out any longer. I was doing so well and I got cocky apparently. And I mean, our item level is supposed to be geared up to 570, so I don't know. I'm not gonna blame it on gear though. It's all mechanics. So I failed. I failed the mechanics. That's really all there is to it. So far,
You cannot stop us!
so good. Oh, come on! What the hell? Guessing
You now. You underestimate me.
Oh. Shit.
My thanks. I have not
On your feet. That was embarrassing.
That was also my fault.
You cannot stop us! There!
Jesus. That fight was a doozy.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer.
There's a book I read that ended just like that. It's the Shannon Law series books.
Farther still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
There!
curious travel visited our star, a bird which proffered these questions. What meaning does life hold? For what do you strive? I could find no satisfactory answers, only bittersweet memories of an age-long past. There was a time when we were lesser and our nations sought purpose, struggled to justify life's worth. That was, of course, before we achieved perfection. Now condemned to our paradise, we understand the fatuity of existence. Like the fledglings we once were, the poor bird could not accept the truth. It asked us again and again, hoping perhaps our answer might change. I don't even know what to say to that. That is some serious nihilism right there. We've achieved perfection. The only thing left we can do now is just die. That's messed up. I think Yoshi needs to be given a hug. Or if he wasn't directly in charge of writing this, somebody needs to be given a hug.
What its people had gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
A plain dragon. Where to now? At the majestic bridge of living branches. There was a time when we yearned to explore the heavens, found purpose in the hope of unveiling life's mysteries. A dream shattered when we reached enlightenment and found it empty. There was a time when we believed in our legacy, thought ourselves marking a worthy path our successors might follow. Efforts rendered futile when we discovered the keys to paradise and immortality. As individuals, we struggled to know what was right, yet in today's perfect unity there is not left to question. We are infinity constricted by the finite, but no more. Rala shall grant us the mercy of annihilation. Could you imagine being a Buddhist attaining nirvana and be like, yeah, this is fucked. It's too good. And then, like, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, are you kidding me? Rala and butterfly companions. All my cooldowns are up.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts. Light, and its death was as painless as it was beautiful.
Let's give them a show!
Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
Loving Embrace annihilates half the field. We're not even at half. France.
You cannot stop us!
Oh, come on, what? I had been avoiding all of its dumb shit.
Away with you! I will not hold back!
Oh, come on! Really? I didn't die, did I? I was tunneling. Alright.
That you still stand. Your determination defies all reason. The souls within me writhe and recoil in your presence. What must I do? What pain must I visit upon you to make you surrender to despair?
You got nothing.
No one is unbreakable. What pains one may weather may bring another to tears. But therein lies our strength. For when we fall, our brothers and sisters are there to raise us up again and again without end.
I see. But no matter how much hope exists, ever will there be more despair.
Maybe this is the
Ever will the moon cast the present and announce the future. So shall we sing until life ceases to be.
The dark crystal. Interesting. Oh no, it's fancy. Crow Mother.
7 hells!
On your guard.
The rage. It rises. Rises.
Oh, that's creepy as hell. Just a disembodied head with wings.
We die in suffering. Who are you to live? Who are you to hope?
Hold on, my friends.
Oriange, watch out!
Lobbing planets and shit.
Alphino!
We cannot comprehend. We cannot know. We cannot know.
Don't, please! Don't do this to them! To yourself!
Just one good strike.
We will not suffer alone. All will know our pain.
No, you don't!
Jesus, Graha!
awash in ice, a frozen waste, forever silent.
Damn, that was clutch.
You gifted them escape and rendered yourself powerless.
How so?
Bereft of the synergy you claim is your strength. Unless you mean to call upon the dead once more.
Well, I mean, I can call upon the other Warriors of Light, apparently. Or just is this like a solo ATB? Because I'm about that
Defiant to the last. But you will be one with us ere long.
I'm in my tank spec as a Dark Knight.
You will
Bring
be
it.
battered and torn and made to crawl. You will weep and wail and curse your impotence. Curse your life as it fades.
Bold words.
As we did. As we died. Such pain and sorrow we felt. Such anguish and rage. We tried. We tried. But it was no use. Only when we surrendered did we find release. Only when we embraced death.
That's interesting. Didn't realize we were fighting ghosts.
So join us in despair and embrace yours.
So wouldn't they be technically ghouls? Or ghasts? The undead from feelings of despair?
My ultimatum. What is happening?
That's a good question. I'm ready. Oh. Oh. Oh? What is this? Who is this? A dragon? Shinra?
At the end of everything, I find you, my friend. I sought something in you once, as you did in me. When at last I understood what it was, I journeyed to Sharlayan to seek you out. Struck a bargain with the woman who shares your gift. In exchange for lending the Scions my aid, I was given the means to come hither. Gorging upon what remained of the Mother Crystal, I reclaimed the form of the dragon. And, hungry still for our reunion, I rode the light of the stars to you.
What? I clearly missed this part of the plot.
I take it this is your prey. But why does it still live? Surely it is no match for you. I assumed you would be above something so banal as despair. Am I mistaken?
I don't want your help. If it comes to it, I won't save you.
I care not. What I desire of you isn't succor. It is satisfaction.
Okay.
So come! Let us dispense with this distraction, you and I!
Ornstein and smoke, that's what this reminds me of. He looks like Ornstein from Dark Souls. Man, I should have been a good
struggle in vain. You will not silence our song of oblivion.
Okay, what's going on? What is happening now? Actually, I should probably find out. Alright, there is an intermission. Alright. So, was Xenos Shinryu? Xenos destroys the cage holding Shinryu and sets the creature free, however, by using his abilities as a resonant. Xenos merges with Shinryu. Okay. Well, there you have it. Question answered. And the final day as a tank. Joy. So it's at least a pretty quick queue time, hopefully. 6 minutes. So, yeah. That was a lot to unpack. So apparently the Meteon were all dead, but their lingering memories of despair after having found countless civilizations that had also given into despair kept their souls or beings, their emotions in some form of existence. It's pretty gnarly. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty gnarly. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, according to Final Fantasy XIV here, once civilizations hit a certain peak, they just give into despair. So, has humanity hit that peak and we're just giving into despair? Is that what end-stage capitalism is? Human beings giving up hope and giving into despair that nothing can be better, that nothing can be breached? I mean, we have barely even scratched our own solar system. We have barely breached the outermost confines with man-made constructs. It took 40 years for us to get outside of our own solar system. And we're gonna just give up. Because honestly, I look at our society as one that has given into despair. Why else would you explain the mass shootings, the wage inequality, the discrimination, whether it's against races or gender, ethnicity, whatever, religion? Why is it that we have so much discrimination and hate when there is still so much we have yet to discover and unfold? Like, with the combined resources of our governments, our technologies, our economies, we could be settling Mars. We could be exploring distant stars. We could be creating technologies that provide food, energy, and clean water to everyone on the planet. And instead, we got Russia invading the Ukraine. We got Amazon union busting. We got governors and Republicans in Congress refusing to pass gun reform. Like, why do we have all this suffering and stupidity when we could genuinely have a life of, if not luxury and ease, at least contentment? And I think this is a very good discussion on that. It talks about how people, once they've found happiness, have to constantly seek something new and seek something more and seek something greater, that they just cannot enjoy the present, and that so few can actually ever achieve that, and that as a whole, as a society, people will never achieve that, even if they have found perfection, even if they were immortal and did never have to worry about disease or hunger or pain. And I think that's sad. I think that is truly sad that it would be possible, or that the thought exists that we could be depressed for having found no more joy, nothing to adventure or do. And I just don't think that's true. Aside from the scientific onus of everything, right? That the universe is infinite and massive and this, that, and the other. Even if the universe turned into nothing but black holes, eventually that strong gravity would collapse upon itself into an ever greater singularity, which would then burst forth anyway, creating new versions. And that's one of the theories anyway of creation, is that for every black hole there's a white hole, and for every white hole that is a new universe. So really and truly, this universe, just like every other, for every black hole in this universe, there is a connection to another universe, whether you want to call that a parallel dimension or not. You know, so it's like, I don't think there's ever an answer to all questions. I don't think there's anything that I don't think there is a possibility of discovering all there is. So that despair, I just don't agree with. I don't buy. I do not buy that there is no hope and there is no question that can't be that there is a question that can be answered, right? There is always going to be something else and something more. So, with that, I think I might take a really quick restroom break. So I guess we're waiting for what? 3 more people to make it to the end of the game? I'm guessing there aren't much drops or something? Love the music. The music is definitely hype. Looks like my room is turning into despair. I'm in a Discord with Final Fantasy 14 players, so I'm like, please join the Duty Finder. And it looks like, you know what? I got 81 followers, so let me... I don't know that I've given the shout out, so let's do that real quick. Lulen90, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. BG666, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm gonna have to shorten those clips. Fallen Angel 1105, thank you for the follow. It is very greatly appreciated. And last but most certainly not least, MLHOJ, thank you. Thank you very much for your support. And with that, it looks like we are still waiting. But we only have DPS left, so that's good. Ironically enough. Usually it's the other way around. Usually DPS is the first to fill. But they probably did the same thing I did, which is, I mean, I'd have to be level 90, wouldn't I? Is my summoner level 90? So that's not an option. I should go to one of these Final Fantasy XIV streams and be like, hey, please, queue up. Quit watching this guy and queue up. I'm kidding, of course. It is a little unfortunate, though. You would think there'd be more queues on this one, but apparently not. Got my clockwork, stream every day for 25 days. So I'm actually going to take tomorrow off. Take a well-earned rest and try and figure out how to get some of these programs to work, such as DaVinci Studio, because I don't know why it's being such a pain, but it's just not accepting my graphics cards, even though it was working just fine. I probably have to do a studio driver. But that requires restarting my computer, and I was uploading videos to YouTube, and I've apparently still been doing that. I've been doing that this entire stream. Alright. The final battle of Final Fantasy XIV. The Saga of the Asians. Here it is. For all its glory. My fitness on point as everyone else's. The end signal.
You will never reach it. Will never reach the deliverance you seek.
Alright, everybody's got some good outfits. That's good. Nothing too corny. We're gonna beat these guys in style.
Our hunt ends this day.
Okay.
There is nowhere you can flee that we cannot follow.
Even some must die.
Did I just die? Oh. Yeah, I clearly know nothing.
utterly futile. Your suffering is at an end. This is a kindness.
What in the hell?
All of us have known despair.
That's not surprising. I'll get the healer up. This is my first time, so I'm hoping to get carried. Not actually get carried, but like I haven't seen this fight or had to do anything in it. Like that! How the hell am I supposed to get out of that quickly enough?
Same end, again and again.
Seriously? Oh, come on, what is that? What is that?
A sorrow so deep only emptiness remains. So lonely between the stars.
Oh my god. Fuck that! Come on! Like, how the hell? What is that ability?
The same end. Again and again.
This is bullshit.
This is a kindness.
Jeez, we're not even at halfway.
All of us have known despair. Even stars must die. Tis so lonely between the stars. This is a kindness. If there is no happiness in life,
Okay, so we made it to the halfway point.
there is only one place it may be found.
Oh.
Oblivion.
And what do we do?
Dynamist. No matter. You only delay the inevitable. This is fate. Your time has come. It always does.
lose. Oh man.
What is this defiance?
The power of friendship.
No.
I fucking love it.
The pain, the loss. He cannot suffer it again.
We will stand against fate.
No matter the cost.
We've been here before. Many a time.
Thus do we know.
To never give up.
Never surrender. That is Charlene Law.
Shine again.
What we saw. What I saw. It can only end in misery and desolation. No life, no star, nor the universe itself. None should hope for better.
That is very neoliberal thing to say. Damn it. At least I know that pattern now. So it's combat in the end. It's actually pretty predictable. Yay! It's like the game wants you to win. If you can make it past like the first 20%.
If this was not the answer, then what is it? Where lies happiness?
Well, it's not in trying to destroy the universe. I can tell you that. I'm pretty sure it's in the friends you make along the way. So that was just the battle then, huh? Okay. Oh wait. And now, enjoy. Look at my little ears. Damn, hero landing. Get it. Oh, so we are Final Fantasy VII again! Cloud and Sephiroth in the live stream.
matter where we flew, there was only darkness and loneliness and pain. We couldn't find the answers Hermes yearned for, the answers he deserved. Greetings, you who are my final encounter. I wish to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends? Yes, I can see them. The memories of a long, long journey. So many people. The thoughts of them overflowing in your heart. What they live for. What gives their lives meaning. There was never a single answer. You gather pieces of happiness, precious and fragile, only to lose them. Then start again. On and on it goes, until death takes you into its gentle embrace. That which Hermes sent us to find was there all this time. On Atheris.
It's the friends you made along the way.
Like a field of flowers, perhaps. At first a single blossom. It spreads and takes on more colors. Thank you for guiding me here. To find these words at journey's end fills me with joy. And so, before I fall forever silent, there is one thing I must do. No expression of regret will undo what my sisters and I have done, will restore what we have stolen. But if you would allow it, I would sing one last song. A song of the newfound joy that swells in my heart. Of the beauty of light when it shines across a dark and starless sea. Of a dream that from the soil of worlds now lost to sorrow, life will spring forth once more, nourished by gentle rains and caressed by uplifting winds, a song of hope. One day, life will fill the universe again. and Hermes will see this and smile. How, I do not know. But I do know that where there is a will, there is a way. After all, miracles happen every day, do they not? I will create a path back to your ship, where your dear friends await. Hold in your heart your desire to return to them, then follow my lead and walk forth. That hope will surely guide you true.
A nebula rising. Awesome.
You mean to return to the world where you are hailed as a hero. Hear me then. Not as a hero, but as simply you. As I learned in Alamigo, you are a formidable foe. Stronger than any I have faced. Against you, I need bring my all to bear. I need burn through the candle of my life. This is the sole pleasure I know, and it is the sole pleasure I have to share. And so I come before you to issue challenge and offer singular bliss. If you wish to walk away, I will not stop you. You value life. You do not burn yours save for reasons you deem worthy. Reasons such as those which brought you here. The salvation of a world and its people. The motives of a hero true. But there is more to you than that. You know this to be true. As surely as you know the thrill of pushing your body and soul to their limits. Of confronting ever mightier foes, dancing ever closer to the precipice, wondering if this will be the one to finally fill the void.
Would that life was so
Such
simple.
pleasures you seek for their own sake, and no other reason. Is this not so, adventurer?
I mean, personally, I'll duel him. I'll kick his ass here and now. Think what you will, but I'm not letting you leave this place.
So you would still play the hero?
Most excellent.
No matter. In acceptance, you betray your deception. You know full well what we are and what we seek. To shine incandescent in death's shadow.
Never been good at PvP duels, though. it. Level 6 and level 90. Alright. I'm probably gonna lose.
Come!
DPS versus a tank. A tank who can heal. Not that I know what a Reaper can do, but still. Xenos' soul is ablaze with passion. The space comes to life with dynamis as your spirit burns in kind. Your souls burn brighter. Your power swells.
Hold nothing back! Push yourself to your limit and me to mine!
Oh, that was cute.
Ha! Still fighting you, I see. Show me your vaunted fortitude. Soon you will know the full extent of my power. Mine for the taking. Have you no rage left for me? No rancor?
Oh, at least I can't lose. Oh, shit.
Mine for the taking.
I kind of... I kind of do feel like that's a bit... I thought I avoided the mechanic, but I clearly didn't. Oh, come on.
A test of your reflexes.
I can't avoid that shit. I cannot move that fast. Like, what reflexes?
Of your reflexes.
What is this shit?
Did you not wish to take my head?
My God.
Mine for the taking.
Come on, really?
A test of your reflexes! My soul, how it burns!
Alright, at least I would know how to fight this fight the next time. If I were to have died.
I know you feel it too. The inferno swelling within you.
That is creepy as fuck.
Come! Let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor! I have you! Do
Yeah.
not tell me your life's fire is already spent.
So you die anyway. Okay. That's good to know.
Yes, yes! Rise once more! It mustn't end yet!
Are you kidding me?
Mine for the taking! I have you! A test of your reflexes!
No! Come on, fuck you.
Have I overestimated your potential? Show me your vaunted fortitude! A test of your reflexes! I have you! Mine for the taking!
How the fuck do you dodge that?
Have you no rage left for me? No rancor? Mine for the taking! I have you!
That was definitely not a good showing
No,
at all.
not yet. Not until the last of me is spent. Burn! Now fall! This is my moment! Our moment!
Yay! Not gonna lie though, he looks pretty badass. That was a very poorly executed victory over Xenos via Torgalvas.
That I should lose again.
No, you had me. You definitely had me.
How disappointing. Never have I understood those around me. Understood their obsessions. Besieged by their banality, the world as a mire of tedium and trivialities. But in these fleeting moments, there is a spark. Blinding, brilliant. Gone too soon. What of you, my mirror? Born into this world, bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure. Was this life a gift or a burden? Did you find fulfillment?
Huh! Nice.
Can you hear him? Say... Must tend to... When you're... Please.
Someone, and
Please.
you can't leave us. Not like this. If you do, I'll never forgive you. So come on. Open your eyes and get up.
Are you with us?
Well done. We'll watch a little bit of this.
Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought...
Is everyone alright?
After what you've done, you're the last person to be asking that. You... How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could, but how is the pain?
Well, you know, I had like 7 near-death experiences, so... Easy squeezy.
That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
Gladdening! There's nothing gladdening about this! When Meteion appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came! And when you finally deign to appear, you're within an ilm of your life. Damn you! Damn you for making us worry!
I deserve that, yeah.
Oh, those were cries of celebration! Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're all alive and in reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Ah, excellent. Let us announce our return at once. I hope you're ready.
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see. Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside.
Darkness. Clouds.
We're home, my friend. We're home.
Yes, we can definitely see you, Seer, now. Absolutely. You might have been able to see Vertra. He's a giant dragon, after all.
Is that? It is! It's the Ragnarok! They're back!
Thank heavens.
Truly.
They've done it!
Welcome home.
Yes!
Welcome home, everyone!
Does she know a shortcut or something? Oh, Aether Sight. Nice. But they're not going to the Aether Room? That's it. That's the rest of the game. Alright. Indeed. I think that's that. That was an epic... I apparently spoke too soon. Superhero strut, hell yeah. Ah, the Assyrians, okay. Ha! Nice. I almost missed some quality screenshot.
Dearest mother, dearest father, this letter will be the very last that I write to you from the rising stones. As I commit these words to parchment, I fondly recall my journey as a scion. From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days. At the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives.
That we did.
Fought against despair itself. A veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves. Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees, crushed by the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness. By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. And thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth. And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark. Thus believing, I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
you are, Alphino. Everyone is already gathered in the foyer.
My apologies. I'll be right there. At least, that is what the story will be.
Oh?
Sorry to keep you all waiting.
What could you possibly have left to do now?
Oh, just a letter.
I imagine it will be a while before we can gather like this again.
So it must be, if we're to keep up appearances. From now on, it falls to the Grand Company of Eorzea and its allies to deal with the realm's crises.
Meanwhile, we shall return to our erstwhile ways. Retreating from plain sight to take our place in the shadows once more.
Indeed. For the foreseeable future, I expect that we must work independently as we seek out problems that want for solving. But a day will come when we face another great challenge, and we will face it together, as we always have.
Okay.
As much as I look forward to that day, I do hope it doesn't come anytime soon.
But it comes at 6.1.
Well, formal association or no, if any of you should require my services, you need but ask.
Jeez.
I'll be glad to keep my lance arm honed.
I'll hold you to that. So you had better keep your link pearl on hand.
So you really mean to stay, Tataru?
Oh, someone has to keep the Rising Stones in proper order. And even a super-secret organization requires a super-secret base of operations. To the rest of the world, it will be naught more than a workshop for Eorzea's foremost up-and-coming artisan. If you thought our coffers were full to bursting before, just wait till I can devote myself wholly to the crafts.
Wasn't that Alphino's mom?
Plotting to build a mercantile empire to rival that of Lord Lodorito, are we?
I, for one, look forward to your future successes, Tataru, as do I our next meeting.
And with that, I believe it is past time you all made ready to depart. Leave no preparations undone or words unsaid, all right? Now, off with you.
For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And, well, maybe I'll leave the Streamlabs open for now. And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first. To understand their hearts, that we might better help them to begin anew. You'd best write me too. Write you letters, of course, I would be glad to do so. But I would be glad as still were you to come and visit, and I believe I speak for Alice as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. The world is changing and will continue to do so, yet no matter what the future brings, hope that can ever look to you. In good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. Thank you, Sagenhoff, from the bottom of my heart. Alright, let's see what Krile has to say. Oh, Sagenhoff, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. When he came to me in Sharlayan, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make a decision, I reasoned that, if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause, and so I stuck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions, but knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. It worked out. You did the right thing. No worries. It is a relief to hear you say that. Thank you. Time and time again, I have been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the Forum without my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better. And I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Aldessian. Through our work, Sharlayan will strengthen its ties with other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully, I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Ojika and our remaining members. Together, we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such times, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel alert for the task itself. Of course. Always down for an adventure. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Okay. Moving right along. Ah, champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. And that sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours, and the rest of you for that matter. On the mend, I trust. Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics or no, I'm impressed by how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, 'tis hardly the first time you've cheated death. Your strength of will has never failed to astonish me. Look at what you've accomplished. Meteon defeated, her song of oblivion cut short, the source and all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost, but you held fast. Now Reen has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I could ask for no greater gift than that. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with your answer as aimless wandering. We've a purpose in our roaming, after all, keeping an eye on things in the absence of the scions on the world stage. There'll never be an end to the little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out where and when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering, when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I am faring well and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from this base, thence to return when our work was done? On the day the Scions came together, I only hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged, but never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Sagenhaft. I have a question for you, and imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? There's never been a dull moment, that's for certain. That's one way of putting it. In many ways, the experience has left us far stronger than when we began. But all good things must come to an end, at least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running, and you'll likely get a certain funny-talking fortune teller into the bargain. Bro. If you have something to say, then out with it. Just worried how you'll earn your keep now. You talk as if the Scion's dissolution was more than mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me anyway? In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Aymeric hear about our disbandment than he offered me a position as a guardsman in the Imperium district. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Some days ago, a Hannish envoy arrived with word from Vertra. The worm requests my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons, like as not. In Thavnair, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Meteon. Though it was too late for those who had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Charlayan, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vertra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Charlayan if they wish to work and study. Vertra was always the satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well, one who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives, but 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vertra's kin sought release from conflict. So weary were they of the suffering it wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgar Summer didn't give up. In hope he made the journey to distant Atheris with his clutch of eggs. And though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is their legacy and their triumph. In my lance, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. What a merc! Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't, at present, planned on a journey of any great length. Not that I'm averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I'd been meaning to ask you, something that has been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final days subsided. During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst those memories are certain essential facts, the history of Atheris and the ancients, glimpses of the Ea, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. Yeah, the memoirs of Y'shtola, absolutely. When needed, I've penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is given shape and interpretation. When we seek to capture it with our words, it is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well-intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity. Yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Absolutely. Aye, let them be read and remembered. Memoirs of Y'shtola. Very well then, I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Ea and the ancients and so many of other wonders. But I am no scribe, it will be less a polished work and more a recording of scattered notes. Gotta start somewhere. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I'm at your beck and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. Indeed. I wish I could just pick the Scions as my party finder teammates. Oh, Sagenhoff, might you have a moment to talk? With the Scion stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Kryl, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Valdesian. Not only am I indebted to Master Galuf for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would have never met you, never became caretaker of the tower, never become a Scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps, mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise, to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you unto the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omicrons when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? While it is true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams, in the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. It needn't be some grand endeavor. There needn't be a promise. Whenever the adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Without a second thought. I'll hold you to that. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omicron somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands that will never come? I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold faster dreams, why not Omicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word, and should a commission of interest come my way, you will be the first to know. Alright. Rounding this off with Tataru. Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. With your permission, then. Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next we meet, be well. Ooh, I get all of this. Nice. Oh. Story time. Well, scene time, not story.
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania. There is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who would be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Sharlayan before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Those little bunnies
Might
are
we
rascals.
accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Radzat Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Don't worry, I'll be at the Golden Saucer gambling and playing Chocobo games. I could easily dedicate this channel to Chocobo racing. Like, I kid you not. I love that stuff. I love Chocobo racing. I loved it in Final Fantasy VII. I love it now.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge her plans.
Weren't you listening? Chocobo racing. Verminion. Triple
Quite
triad.
right.
Indeed.
Leveling classes.
Fair point.
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Mount hunting. PvP. Glamour hunting. There's quite a bit to do, actually. Oh, was that Meteon? That would be sweet if it was, actually. And I guess this is the true ending. Or, like, transition, I guess. Huh. I don't think we're gonna get a credits. Oh, yeah. What a lovely way to end. Alright, stream's over. JK. There's a new patch, 6.1. That is the past.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal.
Is this the new Azem, the one that replaced Vana?
And yet, something stirs.
I thought that was the whole point, laying this to rest.
Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night, the beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as she foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium.
Okay.
Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
Okay, so Pandemonium is the immediate next big bad. That transcends all of this, somehow. Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Old Charlene. Additionally, I may now enter the Dead Ends with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the trust. Rest well, champion of Atheris, for many more adventures await. That its chorus might ring for all.